Welcome one and all, I'm Lee and you're watching Live in the Basement. Prepare yourselves as you are about to experience the fantastic Izzy Seville. She's a singer-songwriter, guitarist, pianist and general all-round talent from the Midlands who has made her name on the live circuit and through her singles Manchild and The Way It Is, which have both generated significant interest on Spotify. You don't need to take my word for it, because here in the basement the music is raw, unfiltered and live streamed to you the moment it happens. I'll also be having a chat with Izzy about her career in a little while, but for now, let's go live.
Hey, I'm Izzy Seville, and this is my first song called 18 that I wrote on the piano.
You sit and call me with an empty heart. It's a Tuesday evening, but the day won't start. I should relay the bricks in your road that are falling apart. We say happy birthday as you cut your cake. You say 17's lonely, but 18's great. And you're smiling back, but you're smiling anyway. And I know that I'm just a shadow here. And I know that I could be anywhere, but I would rather be in the dark and down than to know what's happening obvious around. And I know that I'm just a shadow here. And I know that I could be anywhere, but I would rather hurt than not care. You're standing there with a drink in your hand, and I know you have before, but now you really can't. And I must have looked sad when your girlfriend took my hand. She said we speak about you were so in love, and we just want to know how you can love that much and just sit around and let us be us. I said I know that I'm just a shadow here, and I know that I could be anywhere, but I would rather be in the dark and down than to know what's happening obvious around. And I know that I'm just a shadow here, and I know that I could be anywhere, but I would rather hurt than not care. And there is nothing I could have done to stop your life from moving on. And there is nothing that I've sung to prove you and I were never wrong. So if there's rockets in the sky or there's fast cars speeding by, I think for a moment we're still right.
Thank you very much. So this next song is a song that I wrote the chord progression quite a while ago, about a year ago. and it's called All For You, and I wrote it a while ago because I knew what I wanted it to be about, and I knew it hadn't happened yet because it was kind of like about coming to an end of something, coming to the end of like secondary school, it pretty much was. And so this is All For You.
Why should I stay if there's nothing keep me? Where would I go if I have no need to leave? And what do I say if no one believes me? When I stood by, tears and your tantrums when every goodbye never really happened, and now they're screaming, shouting my name at you. And I'll be the deadest, daring, loving devotion that died in a landslide of your emotion. And all that between me will part this ocean for you. And I'll give you defense, I'll keep my last name, and never by anyone will you feel this love to gain. And all this pain has stripped me of my youth. And I'll give you my times, that is my everything, when I'm so paranoid by the day that is ending. And all this pain has stripped me of my youth. Tired of the love that I tied to you. And I've gone past the point of sanity. Is it bad that I think about you dying and leaving me? And I know what I'd say when they ask me how I've been. I'd say I forgot how I'm breathing, forgot what to do, and forgot what I'm needing, and that I'm rotting so I can soon die too. And I'll be your deadest, deepest story learned by the loving is needing, and needing is alright if it still keeps you breathing, but I'm simply out of supply. So I'll give you defense, I'll keep my last name, and never by anyone will you feel this love to gain. And all this pain has stripped me of my youth. And I'll give you my diamonds, that is my everything, when I'm so paranoid by the day it is ending. And all this pain has stripped me of my youth. Tired of the love that I tied to you, 'cause you lost interest and I lost my mind, 'cause I gave you my breath just to keep you alive. And it was all in my good time, with your dented rep and my shattered mind. I gave you the best of all of my lives, and it was pointless suicide. So you've got your car in your graves to fly the rockets in outer space, and every light shining on you on every stage. From the summer night to the curtain call, you love me most, but I love you more, 'cause you could leave me here with nothing at all. And I gave my best and my worst, put words to sound and sound to words, all for you to not understand my hurt. Oh, 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 my hurt.
Thank you. This next song is a song called Out to Get Me, and I wrote it originally on the piano. No, I didn't. I wrote it on the guitar originally, and I'm playing it on the piano. And it's kind of about me and like everybody I know, but I really like it because it's not really something I've ever done before. So I hope you like it too.
Somebody have a better plan. I've been betting on this for a while, and it's out of hand. Everybody knows a better man. judge so much 'cause you hate everything I am. So speak to me, I won't let you down. You love me till you know me, and then you won't be around. And I'm silently waiting, wondering where I can go, but there's no point in asking, and asking only you know that I'm trouble with cold water and you're fine in the snow. And if that isn't telling, then I guess we'll never know. So who's jumping when you know it's below? When I hurt so much and it hurts every way I go. You feel nothing, try feeling nothing at all. I can judge in time, summer always gets too full. So speak to me and I will always hear. 'Cause when I do it feels like no one just did. And I'm silently waiting, wondering where I can go, but there's no point in asking, and asking only you know that I'm trouble with cold water when you're fine in the snow. And if that isn't telling, then I guess we'll never know. Don't make me feel like it did. The most vulnerable I can be is when I let the feeling in, and that's that people cannot stand me. So I fly by your wing, 'cause I feel like you might be out to get me. I know I can't relate to him, but he's the only man that's made me feel appreciated, and that's emotionally controlling. So I fly by your wing, 'cause I feel like you might be out to get me. And I'm silently waiting, wondering where I can go, but there's no point in asking, and my asking only you know that I'm trouble with cold water and you're fine in the snow. And if that isn't telling, then I guess we'll never know. Does somebody have a better plan? 'Cause I feel so much that it's becoming who I am, and nobody seems to understand. But if you were me, you'd wanna be a better man. Thank you very much. This next song is a song called Man-Child, and it's actually out on Spotify, all streaming platforms, if you'd like to give it a listen. You might be thinking that I copied off Sabrina Carpenter, but actually she copied me, because I put this out last November. So you can decide who you prefer, but you know who you're going to prefer. just didn't know what I know. Now every rose has 1,000 thorns. What a dire move, what a careless way, what a waste of time. 'Cause you are truly a man child. And I always knew you'd prove me right. And I know you don't know, and I think so much it's a waste of time. From such a fun game to such a disappointing demise. 'Cause you are truly the man child. And I always knew you'd prove me right. And I wonder what your life is like. I can't still have it as part of mine.
Thank you. This next song is a fun one that I wrote on the guitar originally, and it's called Someone Who Hardly Knows My Name, and it's kind of about like that hallway crush that you have, that you just walk past all the time and you're like, I'm sure you've seen me, I'm sure you've seen me. And yeah, I wrote it about a year ago now, but yeah, I love it, and I just thought I'd play it on the piano because it gives it a nicer feel, I think, sometimes. So yeah, this is Someone Who Hardly Knows My Name.
A week ago you smiled at me, so we could go out aside. We could be the greatest in this latest century. Probably don't even know what I mean. And there's not much going for me. I look like anyone else you see with your eyes like whirlpools in the bluest deep. And you probably don't even know how I know these things. But just for a moment, can't you think that I notice you as much as you notice me? And I blame the hallways and concrete floors just building me up just to watch me fall for someone who hardly knows my name. I blame the stories that I write, saying where this luck is where love lies. And I hope that this works the same way for someone who hardly knows my name. And I can't look inside your mind, but sometimes you're in mine. And I think for a moment, am I just wasting my time? But the only time I've ever wasted is with love on the line. I should tone it down or move along with someone new. Stand by the losers and see what the losers do. Well, I'll see them looking at you. But just for a moment, can't you think that I notice you as much as you notice me? And I blame the hallways and concrete floors just building me up just to watch me fall for someone who hardly knows my name. And I blame the stories that I write, saying where this luck is where love lies. And I hope that this works the same way for someone who hardly knows my name. And don't you think there could be more to the reason why I wait by the door on a cold day, on a rain day? Well, I just walk to get in the way.
Thank you. This one's my last one on the piano, and it's a song that I wrote quite recently. Recently, it's the newest one out of the ones I played, and it's called Untied. And it kind of came together after I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, and importantly, Folklore and Evermore. I love the albums lyrically, I think they're incredible. And there's a song called Invisible String, and I've always loved that song. And I wanted to write something that was kind of almost the opposite storyline of it, kind of. So this is a song called Untied, and I hope you like it. Untied, a string lost in the war. About time, it's me who I fight for. And everybody knew it was probably, but not us, I knew for sure. Not everybody needs somebody, not everybody wants more. And there's nothing to be spoke, 'cause I can only say all of the words we wrote. And there's nowhere I can go, 'cause I have walked with you down all my favorite roads. And I don't expect anyone to understand my pain, but you were the only one I was needing to explain. And I don't even know when I'll see you again, but God, I really hope you keep my secrets safe. Untied, and the names we'd always talk. It's alright, I'll never say yours. It's 'cause I need you for my smile, and I thought you knew that part. 'Cause you're the one who saw my hell and said you reached the stars. And there's nothing to be spoke, 'cause I can only say all of the words we wrote. And there's nowhere I can go, 'cause I have walked
Izzy Seville, welcome to the basement.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. What a fantastic set you've been playing for us.
Thank you.
The audience at home should probably know that you stepped in fairly last minute, didn't you? It was about a week ago. We had a cancellation. You were very kind to volunteer to come piling over here and play this fantastic set for us. So, as you've done the first half of the show has been on the piano. You're going to play some guitar songs for a bit.
Yes.
As a songwriter, what sort of draws you to guitar or piano as the kind of instrument for this track?
I'd say if I'm writing usually more of if it's like a sadder song, I tend to go towards the piano more. I think it has, for me personally, I think it really adds like more of a nice feel to it. I find it quite hard to write faster songs on the piano. Hands and everything moving quicker just confuses me. But no, with the guitar, I think I find it more fun. I can like move about a little bit more. So with those more upbeat songs, it's quite handy to have it more mobility as well.
I see, because you mentioned as you were performing that one of the songs was started off life as a guitar song and moved everything. Was that because of the mood of it? Yeah.
I like to like shift the mood. I mean, only quite recently, in a couple of months, I've kind of taken songs that I've played on the guitar. I thought, hold on, let me try and put it on the piano. And the song "Someone Who Hardly Knows My Name," that's often like a really quite upbeat song, and I love playing it. It's always good fun. But I like on the piano how it kind of tones it down and goes like almost just more romantic.
It does, I wouldn't have guessed if you hadn't said that would started off life as a guitar song, because it fits so naturally with the piano and with the mood of it. But yeah, I mean, it's nice though, isn't it, if you can get a song that will take on two different characters just depending on what you pick up.
Exactly, yeah.
And does that sort of inspire the way you write?
Yes, yeah. I think when I play my guitar, there's a few country influenced songs, and obviously guitar, it's match made in heaven for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I think if I'm wanting something more country style, I'll go on the guitar. If I'm wanting something maybe more pop influenced or influenced by like, artists I listen to, more like, Taylor Swift kind of ballads, I'll go on the piano.
Country pop with guitars sounds very reasonable.
Yeah.
So in terms of your guitar playing, you're obviously fairly articulate on the guitar. We haven't really seen you play yet.
Yeah.
What inspired you to take these instruments up particularly rather than anything else?
Well, I started piano lessons when I was 7. I think that was just I think it just kind of happened that my piano teacher was right down the road, so it was quite convenient. And I picked that up, and then my dad played the guitar, my brother plays the guitar, mum's there for moral support, as we said, doing the best. So I've kind of just always been like in a music household, and I remember I was playing the guitar one day, and my dad came into my room and was like, if I had all this time, I'd be writing all day, like writing my own stuff, and guilt tripped me a little bit, and I was like, I'm going to do this, and so I did. And yeah, I think the first song I learnt on the guitar was like 8 days a week.
Oh right, okay. But so many people have started off with a Beatles songbook though. I mean, that's probably 50% of the world's guitar players nowadays have started off with a Beatles songbook.
Yeah, that's kind of just how I've sort of gone to it. Same with piano. It was, started writing songs on the guitar, and then thought, well, I can play the piano. And actually, I found it quite easier on the piano, because I think there's just more, I love the pedal on the piano, I'll always be playing it. Right. So I think it just kind of fit my personality a little bit as well, somehow.
And you've been gigging around a fair amount. It turns out that I'd totally forgotten until I heard your songs. And I thought, hang on a minute, I've heard these before. In fact, we played a show with you about a year ago in Leicester.
Yes.
So how's the gigging world going for you at the moment?
Good. I mean, it's getting to summertime, which means more stuff's going on, which is great. I've got back in Leicester at the Sound House, the summer sessions on the 19th of July. And then I've got, every year I do this like Jimmy's Rugby Club Festival in Scraptoff, and they have loads of like local artists that are really great, and they ask me to come back each year, and I absolutely love it there. And it's always good fun, just because it's a good crowd, and any opportunity where I'm just able to perform, I'm just grasping for it, because why not?
And this is not your first live stream, you were saying?
No, second one, yeah. So I did the Honeybox Live in February, which was a good like kickstart into all of it. It was great again, but it's quite nice to have one where, not in like a selfish way, it's quite nice to have one just for, my music to show the different range of things that I'm doing as well.
Yes, you get to be the star of the whole show.
It's all about me.
So it should be, that's the whole point. You mentioned earlier, or we were talking earlier, and you mentioned your literary interests. Obviously you put a lot of work into your lyrics. There's a lot of kind of metaphor and analogy going on there. There's it's some very, very well written words going on.
Thank you.
Who are your sort of literary influences that sort of drive into your songwriting?
Well, I love poetry, and it's a bit of a running joke in my English class that I'm a massive Byron fan. His poem, When We Two Parted, I read that and I was just taken by it. I love how like emotional it is, and just like the way like it's how it was written. And I'm a big, another book that I love is Little Women, and I think it's just this feeling like it's all, playing like heartstrings, love and everything, and that's obviously what I enjoy writing about and find quite easy to like tap into when I write. So yeah, definitely. And then musically, I always started Taylor Swift. I enjoyed like the storytelling that was going on. But then
another very lyrically dominated writer.
Yeah, massively. And then Zach Bryan, he's country style of writing still again is incredible. But then there's also artists like Gracie Abrams, where she's got this more like whispery talking, getting like lots and lots into a song, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep the range as diverse as I can.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, because a lot of your lyrics are very romance is probably the wrong word, but they're in sort of interpersonal stories about people or romantic sort of associations, and it's in a world where people are often writing very dark songs about mental health issues and that sort of thing. You've gone very much for the more interpersonal stuff. Was that a kind of conscious decision to go down that long, or is it just sort of write what you feel?
I'd say write what I feel, definitely. I started writing when I was 13, 14, and don't know what love experience I had at 13, 14 really that I was meant to be writing about. But no, I think it just came more naturally to write about that. It's not that I wouldn't. I'd definitely love to go and try on different like concepts. Like my song 18 that I played, that was a kind of concept song. It was the idea that it was this person I write about way too much. It was their birthday and I was meant to be there, and it's like, it hurts being here, but I'd rather be here than not at all. And that was kind of like a concept thing that I wanted to tap into. And yeah, I just think, it's all giving everything a bit of a go, but definitely I'm more the romantic, personal, tell everyone my life story when I sing kind of song.
Not entirely confessional though, because some of it's obviously sort of storytelling rather than just sort of confessional heart on your sleeve at all times.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So I want to ask you, we were talking earlier, you've had an issue with your guitar.
Yes.
And were in the process of purchasing another guitar when the guitar shop went bust. And this, of course, is PMT, and we were very sorry. It was about 3 or 4 days ago that Play Music Today has disappeared from the high street again. So I just wanted to ask you, because I've been a reasonable frequenter of PMT and of GAC before that, and they're very sort of male-dominated environments, and the staff are almost entirely male. I think there was maybe one female member of staff there. The audience or the footfall appears to be mostly male. In a world where bricks and mortar music shops are kind of crashing and burning, do you have any take on how they could appeal more to women? Because there's such a burgeoning number of fantastic female singer-songwriters coming through now who presumably want to buy guitars and ukuleles and pianos and stuff.
Yeah, well, as you're saying, there's so many female artists that have the talent, have the ability.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's actually, it's probably so frustrating not having like the equipment. But I think, as you're saying, music shops, a lot of them are, as I said, quite man-cavey, very cluttery. Maybe I think there's like a stereotype you have to kind of know what you're doing when you go in, which obviously is not true at all. If I went into a music shop, I'd be like, no, I wouldn't even know where to start. But I think, again, that's kind of what you're saying. I think it's maybe having a more environment there where it's, this is a room you can go into where you can try it, or this is me showing you, maybe people giving more advice, more like, I don't know, different areas, calmer, maybe atmosphere, less like testosterone.
It does make you feel very on show, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of them. I sort of agree. Certainly in places like that, they don't have any practice rooms or stuff. They just like, here's your guitar, here's your amplifier, get on with it.
Do it, yeah.
Because maybe that's a way they could sort of survive the current financial crisis that seems to be affecting music everywhere.
Definitely possible, though. Definitely could. It could happen.
Well, thank you for your input on that. I was just curious. So, and back onto your own songwriting again. So, what sort of you've had a couple of singles out, both on piano. Man-Child was last year,
yes.
I think. That was your most recent. How do you choose the songs from your obviously relatively large repertoire that you're going to make into recordings?
Yeah, well, I think it very much depends on the time. So when I wrote The Way It Is, it was very much in the moment. I saw the person that I was writing about and I walked past them and I didn't tell them that I wrote about them. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I? Was like, I could have told you. I came home, I wrote a song about it. I was like, I need to get this out there because like, now they'll find out like one way or another. And I think it was just the spur of the moment where it's like, I like this, I'm going to do it. And you kind of just like zone in and lock into it and just do it. The same with Man-Child. I mean, I wrote that such a long time before it was released. I felt quite guilty releasing it. I was like, I don't feel this way anymore. But no, it just like in the moment it works. I mean, I've got like, all I do in my spare time is write music, so I've got too many songs just racking up that I need to get out.
Ready to go. So, and hot on the heels of that, what are your plans for the rest of the year?
So obviously open mics, gigs and stuff. But I'm really wanting to try and. I'm not sure where I'm meant to be going with, trying to get my name out there. It's all I want to do is just support bands, try and get as many places as I can. But I'm not sure, how to get the next step there. But definitely I want to be able to get more publicity because I just love performing. That's all I really want to do.
Playing and marketing yourself, it's difficult. And it turns into a full-time job as well to push it forward.
Yeah.
Just because of feeding all these algorithms.
Yes.
So the last thing I just wanted to ask you was how can people find you and keep up with your news?
So I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I post quite actively on TikTok, just under Izzy Seville, Izzy.Seville on Instagram and everything. Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify, Apple Music, most streaming platforms. I'm under Izzy Seville, and I've got The Way It Is and Man-Child out already.
Fantastic. So more music to come, more gigs to come. Keep an eye on Izzy's socials for your all the latest updates. It's been fantastic to talk to you.
Thank you.
The time has flown, but we are, of course, here for the music.
Yes.
So how do you fancy playing us your next set?
Love to. Let's go.
Such a fun game to such a disappointing demise, 'cause you are truly man-child.
So this next song is a song that I wrote called Downtown Brooklyn, and about a year ago I got introduced to Zach Bryan, who's a fantastic artist, amazing country artist. I love the way he writes, and I wanted to write something that was kind of in the style of country music, so I gave it a go, and this is Downtown Brooklyn.
Not long till we leave this small town where everyone seems to know our names. I wanna find a hunting lodge to find a way to shoot away November's pain. 'Cause I've been stuck on the left from never being right about you. So I'll be stuck, now you've left, it's true. Are you gone for now? Will you make it late? They pretend, are you reeling in the aftermath of what I should have learned? Are you gone for now? Will you make it late? They pretend, finding a way of finally leaving me hurt. everyone has told me the way I'm thinking's too unholy for it. I should pack my bags and leave for now and catch a cab to go downtown Brooklyn and find a simple block with simple flats with keys to lock in, so I can sit and wait for the pain takers to take it in. Are you gone for now? Will he make it late? They return. Are you reeling in the aftermath of what I should have learned? Are you gone for now? Will he make it late? They return, finding a way, finally leaving me hurt. And I've got 3 guys at the door. They don't really want me, and they're built for days, and they know just what to say. Lord, they're unholy, and their jacks all tray push me over every day and make me lonely, and that's just why they want me. Thank you very much. This next song is a song called Home Trip to Canada, and it seems like I just write songs about places at this point. I've got Portugal top on, just sung about downtown Brooklyn, now we're flying over to Canada. But I wrote this song genuinely 25 minutes before I went on holiday, and I had listened to it on video recordings for the whole holiday. But yeah, this is Home Trip to Canada, and I love it. Right in a second. The screen I have blonde walls and nothing that I don't know. The small talk, quick smirk to wonder where it will go. The same old routine, asking how you're doing, and my smile beaming, not hiding what I'm seeing. And you asked about dance last night when the music would skip, but it wasn't right. And I think we should go somewhere with the sound who's gonna dance wind in my hair. And I think it's on your home trip to Canada, 'cause you're like the next best thing to Canada. It's a long haul, short time, think of every notion the same. Suggestion, a 6-ring invitation, and I just know that I know what you're doing, and you just hope that I'm fake or getting famous. And you asked about dances tonight when the music would skip, but it wasn't right. And I think we should go somewhere where the saddest can dance wind in my hair. And I think it's on your home trip to Canada, 'cause you're like the next best thing to Canada. And I heard there's a sunset in the west, and I will stay up each time to see it. And if we're somewhere singing songs I know
there in the end with that one. This next song is called Love Receipts, and I wrote it when I was 14. And it's kind of just something, it's like a staple. I really like playing it. And yeah, I'll make sure that I sing the right song with the right chords this time.
You made a wallflower from a rose, and everyone knew, and now nobody knows it. I have a book filled with all the words you never said but implemented in my head. And I write to Juliet every night, saying if that wasn't love, then what is love like? Is he made my rainy day shine, but would twist my emotions, turn back the time. And it's like my tears that say your name as my letters are filled with ink stains. It's not making sense to my simple heart. The love we share would tear us apart. Every love song I hear, it's speaking to me, but the words that I hear I don't want to sing. Not even Juliet could better know what it's like to be loved and to be left on your own. And I'll never know what I couldn't see. You wouldn't follow me, and I still have your clothes and you own my CDs, but I have the love notes that you wrote on the back receipts. And I don't like myself any more than I did then when you were with me, 'cause the better things in life are your emotions I cannot be, 'cause your love's not free. There are times of numbness, there are times of pain, but I would relive it to re-love you again. I think of calling you every week, but if you answered the phone, then I'm in more need to know why the answer's always unclear. Why although Romeo had to be here, I long for the days spent in your arms. I don't care if it harmed me, I'm already lost. And I'll never know what I couldn't see. So when I begged you to stay, you wouldn't follow me, and I still have your clothes and you own my CDs, but I have the love notes that you wrote on the back of receipts. And I don't like myself any more than I did then when you were with me, 'cause the better things in life are your emotions I cannot be. So I'll never know what I couldn't see. Is when I beg you to stay, you never follow me, but I still have your clothes and you own my CDs, but I put the love notes I wrote to you on my own EP. So I won't like myself any more than I did then when you were with me, 'cause the better things in life are your emotions I'll never beat, 'cause your love's not free.
Thank you. This is my last song, and it's called Rumoured. And as I mentioned in the chat earlier, I love poetry, and not only do I read it, I also write it just in my spare time. And I wrote this poem quite a while ago, and I sent it to my friend, and she was like, "Izzy, please put that as a song." So I did, and I actually really like it because it's quite different. It's quite mysterious, I suppose, and it's called Rumoured. And yeah, hope you like it.
Since you left us, I allowed it to pace and roll. Let the only movement be the passing of my now unbranded soul. So here might be, hopefully, a notion of how to devote, so please linger. I was listening to my slowly fading notes, 'cause I'm rumored to make laughter and pricelessly mellow and blow out the day's last light. Turn your pride and joy to your lies, your sorrow haunted by none of the spite. When they replenish fading thoughts of you, I return with faithful gratitude, 'cause only the fainted-hearted lie when it comes to verisimilitude. So here by thee, hopefully a notion of how to devote, so please linger. I was listening to my slowly fading notes, 'cause I'm rumored to make laughter and pricelessly mellow and blow out the day's last light. Turn your pride and joy to your lies, and your sorrow haunted by none of the spite. 'Cause I'm rumored to make love burn, and I'm rumored to make your words hurt, and I'm rumored to make love burn, and I'm rumored to make your words hurt. There's a candle slowly burning, oh God, let me blow out the light, 'cause the only thing that's hurting are your pity-fed lies. There's a candle slowly burning, oh God, let me blow out the light, 'cause the only thing that's burning are your pity-fed lies. 'Cause I'm rumored to make love burn, and I'm rumored to make your words hurt. 'Cause I'm rumored to make laughter and pricelessly mellow and blow out the day's last light. Turn your pride and joy to your lies, and sorrow haunted by none of the spite. 'Cause I'm rumored to make love burn, and I'm rumored to make your words hurt. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Izzy for proving once again how strong the UK singer-songwriter scene is, and for entertaining us with her stunning music. We'll be back on July the 13th with basement favourite Heather McDowell, who has had a busy time since we last saw her, including a fantastic new single. Before we depart for another month, please take a moment to like the stream and subscribe to our channel for all our future streams. Until we meet again, stay well and keep on keeping live music alive. Bye bye.